Alright, so this war we are taking on New Nation. And I'm bringing Gallon, Wags, and Nebula. I have a very short war, just four little fights, not much to it. Now, my first fight is this Hyperion on Path 8, and I'll go on and apologize. It takes me a while to boost on this one because I was at work, my hands was all sweaty, couldn't get them dried off, but I was holding people up, and I was trying not to. I was like, and I only had one fight. I was like, well, let me go and get this one out of the way. I'll do section 2 later. So I was sitting there trying to wipe them off, go click boost, and then my screen would get wet, and I'd be like, oh, I can't die to no Hyperion. I'll never live this down. So I finally get it, and that's why it's taken me a while. I think I eventually get it. Yeah. But then again, like, half of my videos are me boosting and looking at them again. But I throw on a Power Start 1. I want to fate seal him because of his power gains. I throw on a 33% just in case he gets to an L3, because this is a nothing fight until he gets to an L3, and then it becomes a big problem. But we finally get into the fight. I throw off my L1 real quick, get rid of that power gain, and now I'm just building charges. Hoping that this AI doesn't hate me and decides to throw specials, which he did. This AI did all right. It wasn't too bad. And I'm trying to just keep throwing my L1s to keep him fate sealed and hitting, trying to keep the neutralize up, which I do a very poor job of. As you can see, he got the power gain. But we finally get the heavy off. I've got enough charges, especially after I throw this L1, to just end the fight. You don't have to build up a lot of charges. You just have to get enough to kill the guy. So that's what we do. But now my shout out. You see this? I'm on pre-fight duty. I'm telling you, Wags on Misty, Wags on Doom. I'm telling you, I am a pre-fight champ. I'm telling you, I got called in. By God, I came to serve. And I did. Quite proud of myself, actually. But the last 3 fights is just this Icarus on 24. And then we hit up Path 3. I had to kind of learn Icarus a little bit because I don't really know that much about him. I understand he was an EOP. Why do you not know how he works? Well, because I have Unit Man. You don't need knowledge when you have Unit Man. When I die excessively, I just keep hitting that revive button. Simple. That's what I done. So I did do a little research on him. See when his detonates would hit, what they done. And, apparently when you do a medium, you get that detonate debuff. You just throw a special, it goes away. Lights will give him energizes, but my neutralize and my specials will fate seal it. And as you can see, I start with an L1 for that very reason. And then it's just bait specials, counter, bait specials, counter. And because node 24 with the nodes, they don't really apply to Gallon. He just bypasses all of them. So it's really not much. I don't know why Icarus is here. I couldn't tell you, But this is where they sent me, so this is where I went. And you'll see them detonates keep popping up every now and then, and I just throw in L1. I should be getting about to the point where I heavy. That is about the only thing I did learn is how to heavy hit specials. So I guess it wasn't a complete waste. But I've got more than enough charges now to kill him. Bait this special, and then I throw mine, and done. He's dead. And that's that. So now we're going on to Path 3. I have a Silver Surfer, and then that Nimrod, and that's my war. That's wrapped up. 4 quick fights. But I go ahead and use energy refills just because I'm ready to get this done. No sense in dragging it out. These are 2 easy fights. Not much danger in either one of them. Of course, I say that. Then I have a fight like I did against Idun. But I keep my Power Start 1 because I put it on for Icarus because I did want it on for this fight as well. And it's all for the same reason, the Fate Seal. That's the sole reason. And now it's just pound him to build up charges, kill him with the Harvest, and that's it. You know, not much to it. Surfer doesn't offer much danger here. Now, I couldn't decide there for a minute. I wanted to bait the L1s, and then I was like, no, okay, we'll go L2. Yeah, we'll just bait L2s. Because, you know, these AI wasn't wanting to throw it, and I just ain't patient enough to wait for him to. So, there we go. That one's down. And then the last fight is this Nimrod, and that's why I have Nebula. And you'll see me, I block to get to 5 charges, and I want to keep 5 charges up, because that shuts down all the robots. You know, none of their abilities will trigger at that point. I know I'm going to take block damage, I just don't care, because this is her only fight. So as long as I come out with at least 1 health, just 1, that's all I want, I'm good. But, you know, I done my job, I soloed. It ain't got to be pretty. It just has to be a solo. And I eventually will get into the fight here in a minute. You know, I have to triple check boost and do whatever it is I do. Oh, we got into this one quick. Alright, so I just dash back and I hold block. And before I ever hit him, I'm going to get to 5. Now, he does have some armor, so I will start the fight glancing. But that's fine. They'll wear off and they just won't come back. You're just going to glance until they do go away, which is a little bit aggravating. You won't get all that much damage. But you can see here, now they're gone. They won't come back. We're just going to block everything. That's the lesson I learned against Maw. Just block. But you can see I'm building up my power, and I am getting up to 20. So now I got my 2 bars. We're just going to parry. L2, and that's a wrap. That which I was surprised it didn't kill him. I was like, how does that not kill him? But it didn't. Of course, mine's just a rank 3 little baby Nebula. I guess that's why. I need her to hit a growth spurt. But I do have 2 Omega fights from my alt account since I didn't have a big war. And I'm low-key using this as my campaign to let Liza let me rank 4 Omega. You know, I'm trying to be Robin to her Batman. You know, the dynamic duo, dream team. I like Omega. This was Gallon on Path 8, Section 1. Played this one quite well, actually. You know, going to end it. And then the last one is a Hulkling on Path 9, Section 2. Yeah. Which he's not Duke, but he's a rank 4. But this is I'm in the X-Men Warpath alliance. And I run Omega. I'm an Omega main on that one. And I'm trying to bring that over to my main. Especially with this tactic for next season. Yeah, let me go and do that. Absolutely. Now, I knew I went on and locked in light spores earlier. But I wanted to get them locked in because I knew the bleed phase would come back. And my spores would just get back up. I wasn't all that worried about it. But he's not really wanting to throw specials at all. And I'm like, come on, man. Oh, and then I have to do this wall dex. I forgot about that one. And then we just L2 to finish. But, you know, I do want to give a shout out to X-Men Warpath and Jen. Jen's OP. Just letting everybody know. But back to LVT. It was a 2-2 war. That was our best war. Surprisingly, when I don't have fights, we do our best war. I guess that's how you tell somebody they suck without telling them they suck. But anyways, that's it for this one. We will see you guys in the next one.